Chickasha Public School District 265001. The meeting was properly posted in compliance with the Oklahoma Meetings Act 25 Oklahoma Statute Sections 301 to 314, and the time is
Now.
6:02.
The time is now.
Lights on now, I'm not sure we need it, but, well, maybe for the, hey, what's that? For the streaming.
Roll call, please.
Allen,
Here.
Cliff,
Here.
Curtis,
Here.
McGill,
Here.
Morris.
Here. Item 3, Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 4, public comment. Do we have any public comment? None at this time. Item 5, staff report, 2021 bond update.
Mr. Turner.
I guess he should have been getting instead of breathing.
What I want to do is go just show you a few pictures of the things that we have received due to the bond issue and the LED light conversion that we've done. So I'm going to start with the activity center, and you can see the brand new, the different.
We turn these down.
It's not projecting. I think it's the other screen.
Oh, let's do this then.
Thank you, Robin.
We have to go back to do what we did a while ago, Jennifer.
Gotta love technology.
I know.
We had it ready a while ago.
It's getting fixed.
There it is.
Hey. Display. It's downsizing the screen a lot for the size of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. It's back up.
Lower right corner, it'll get bigger.
One thing you can see, the different fixtures, no longer do we have those big halogen lights in the activity center. Here in the buzzing, we have the walkers who go walk around the activity center. They've talked about not hearing all the buzzing that the ballast put off. And I mean, it's great to walk in there and just turn on the lights with these big UFO lights, and that's what they're called, UFOs. So they brighten the place up quite a bit. Bill Wallace, this is one of the workers that was changing. In fact, I saw Robin that day, and they were changing all of the exterior lights at Bill Wallace. That's
Give you
scary.
an arrow if you zoom back down.
Should be an arrow
Yeah,
right
there should
there.
be. It's weird.
There we go, we'll just do it this way.
That's the stage.
Stage.
That's the PE building.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jennifer trying out one of the new mowers. Bill Wallace,
Lights.
this is some of the can lights inside of Bill Wallace that has been changed out. There's the last photograph that I just showed. One of the new buses,
It's beautiful.
very nice. The portable stage, you were able to see it at graduation. It's an amazing stage. This is in the high school PE building. We were able to, I'll just let this play. We were able to reduce the number of fixtures in that building from 40 to 20.
Wow.
And now we have, it is brighter than it's ever been. And one of the new scrubbers that we were able to get are lawn mowing equipment. This is the inside the softball facility. They were changing out some of the low hanging fixtures. PE building again. There you get to see Jennifer again. Let's see if there's anything else that we missed. This is still Bill Wallace. Bill Wallace. There's your school bus again.
State was really good at graduation.
It was, it was
It was
great.
awesome.
So our goal is as we continue to work on projects and things, is to have Dan give some regular updates just of what's happening.
It's great.
So you guys, and this will be on the website for people to see just what the bond issue, and this is all bond stuff here pretty much. There's a little bit of ESSER stuff in here. And as new roofs are done, we'll have pictures of that on there as well. So just letting people know what's going on.
The gas line, we start tearing out the gas line at the middle school roof tomorrow. You gotta think, it was in
About
flex.
that earlier. Yeah.
It was in flex, and starting tomorrow, they're gonna start demoing it
Mhm.
and putting in the new gas line. We have put out the advertisement for bids on the plumbing at Lincoln. Actually, Thursday was the reading of bids for the plumbing. And so we've got a little bit left to do on that. We've also advertised bids for HVAC. And in fact, it started running last Thursday. We've got one more Thursday left. And we'll be close. I believe July the 10th is when we're doing the bid reading for the HVACs. Graphics, Rick and I went to Oklahoma City today and met with the graphics people with Summit Bus Company, looking at putting the graphics on our people movers and activity bus to get those here. So our goal is to have the activity bus here by August the 1st, 2nd,
Nice.
when we're going to be taking the new teachers around. It would be wonderful to put the new teachers on a brand new bus.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
So
but
cool.
I think it's going to, these people movers, when we get those things here and get the activity bus here, I mean, it's going to make a world of difference with our fleet and the appearance we give going to other places as well. LWPB, our architects, and SRB, our civil engineers, we've started working with those guys, talking to them about projects. We've created a priority list of what we want to have done first, second, third, all the way through. First, our goal is to start with the entrance at the auditorium at the middle school. It's sustained a lot of water damage. It leaks real bad. And so main goal is to get it done. Secondly, we're going to start working on drainage around all of the buildings. We have drainage problems at every site, and that's what we're going to address second. But other than that, everything's starting to come along, and we're going to start seeing some changes.
Will the tuck pointing and stuff kind of fall in at the end, Dan?
Yes,
Okay.
masonry, tuck pointing, all that, that's going to be towards the end of the priority list.
So you said all this will be uploaded, so as people go forward, they can see like this stuff ongoing.
Yes.
On the
And then-
website, you mean, Laura?
Do what?
Like on the website? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
yeah, because
We
they're
have-
kind of asking now, like, okay, we did this, like, when,
Yeah.
We
the
can
main
see the-
question I get is, okay, this roof at Bill Wallace, when is that gonna be done? Like, so I want to make sure that they can go to the website and see completed projects, stuff that's done, maybe estimated dates of completion for some of this stuff, so we can just funnel all this
But
back to the
Raining
website.
long enough, we can work on the roof at Bill
Yeah.
Wallace.
I believe trim is
Yeah.
going to start going on Grand next week.
Okay.
Okay.
So you should start seeing purple trim. It was a custom color, and so it takes a long time to get that trim built, and they're hoping to have it start going on Grand next week. So
And will that staging area
Good
stay the
work.
same as long as the roof projects are going, or does
Yeah.
that change?
that moves.
Will it
will
move
from building
project to
building.
Dan, do you want to tell them about the, what we're going to do here? This building?
The Manzer outside here is nasty. That's your brown.
Yep.
20 different shades of brown. That thing is going to, it's been totaled, and so it's going to be coming down, and we're going to replace it. Also outside here, we're pulling up all of these hedges out here, and Dwayne Mahan he's designing 3 different beds that we're going to put outside on the south side of the buildings. We're going to put probably some blue atlas cedars as a focal point, and then build
Around it.
around it. And so it's going to make this building look a lot better once we get finished with all those projects. There's also a new roof going to be going on this building as well.
What is the outside gonna look like? Are you doing like another metal? Are you doing?
It will be slate gray. Just, we're gonna keep that color. That's our primary color, is that
Okay.
slate gray. So your manger will be that slate gray. Any trim will be done in purple.
Okay,
So when you say custom color on the Bill Wallace roof, what's
Not
that?
on the build, all trim,
Okay.
all of our purple
Thank you. I
trim.
misunderstood.
That's
Okay.
all cut. It's a custom
Every
color.
building is going to look the same, have the
Identical.
same color scheme as we move forward.
We have too many buildings that are this color, green, red, whatever.
Well, yeah, then the purple needs to stay
It's
the
gonna be
same,
uniform.
so, okay.
So we just wanted to give you a quick update, just touch base, and this will be more prevalent on the new website that'll be rolled out in August. So, but anyway, we just
No,
wanted
that's awesome.
to
to
get this out
see
here for you.
Good changes.
Thank you, Dan.
yes.
Thank you so much.
And
You're welcome.
for the groundworks, I've been seeing a lot of groundwork, grounds work, flower beds everywhere. It's looking
Yeah.
good.
Clean up.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
Your
Thanks,
crews are
Dan.
doing a great job.
Curb
Good.
appeal looks good.
Did something this year we haven't done before. We hired some high school kids.
Yeah, all right.
Look at
We've hired,
that.
I like it.
And painting.
we've hired,
Smart.
we hired 4 ladies to come in and paint. And right now they're down in Myers painting every locker room, the walls, the hallways, bathrooms, everything at Myers. So those were 4 cheerleaders that wanted work, so we put them to work, and then we have 4 football players, correct? Come in and they're helping us mow grounds. So it's been
Workforce.
great.
Yeah.
Stuff done.
Chickasha workforce.
It is.
I love it. Thank you, Dan.
Dan. Item 6, discussion and possible action regarding COVID-19 training stipend for Tiffany O'Daniel.
Can someone get the lights? So they're back here? Thank you.
Doing it.
Sorry. I was thinking it was down there. Apologize.
So, on
Thank
this,
you for bringing this to us, both of these.
so we have 2 people, as we were considering all staff members, and these 2 did not fit the criteria that was developed for the stipend earlier. We had a lot of discussion in team meeting and really felt that these 2 people meet the spirit, but yet they did not meet the qualifications. And so we wanted to bring them back to you because it was board approved. And so I am requesting that that we approve the stipend for these 2 staff members. Just simply, they've been here, they've been in the district, they've been working the entire time. They just technically did not meet the criteria. One was for a higher date that happened after January 11th, for example, on one of them. So,
They're both coming back for next year.
yes. So it's just one of those, well, one's employed and she got hired and she's returning this next year. It's just a technicality that cost these 2 the stipend. Everybody else that did not receive the stipend, we've gone through them one by one, and it did not meet the intent of the stipend. So these are the only 2. That's what I mentioned to you in the board update. I do request that you consider approving item number 6 and item number 7. And we spelled out in your item for consideration the specifics regarding each one.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion?
I move that we approve the COVID-19 training stipend for Tiffany O'Daniel.
Second.
Motion by Cliff, second by McGill. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Allen,
Yes.
Clift,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes. Item number 7.
I move that we,
Let me read the item first. Discussion and possible action regarding COVID-19 stipend for Susanna Tate.
I move to approve this COVID-19 training stipend for Susanna Tate.
Second.
Tiff, okay, we have a motion by Cliff and a second from McGill. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Allen,
Yes.
Clift,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Item number 8, discussion and possible action regarding the district negotiation team.
So 'tis the season for negotiations. It's actually one of my favorite things I get to do every year. And so for this year, for the district negotiating team, I will remain on this team for another year, maybe 2. But typically, I would not be in the long haul of things. My goal is Jennifer and Pam would lead this. But we're still working on culture and all those type things. So I want to be involved in the process as we continue that work. So this year, the team would be myself, Ms. Stegman, she was on it last year. Pam is coming on to replace Seth. And then Debbie Davis will be returning again as our administrator, serving on this team.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
You have to read them with the law now. You have to read.
Okay,
them.
thank you, thanks. I was typing something else.
You're
I'm typing a note. All right.
Move to approve, Mr. President.
Yep. I'm making a motion to approve item 8, discussion possible action regarding the district negotiation team. Is there something I'm missing in here? Do we have a resolution to read? That's what I thought you meant.
No, you just
Okay.
have to read
You
the,
have to
say, I make a motion to approve.
Just what's right at the very bottom.
full
that red
item,
line,
yep.
they put it on there for you.
Yep. I need a second.
Second,
We have a motion by McGill, a second by Allen. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Allen,
yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes. Item 9, discussion and possible action regarding renewal of liability insurance.
So you all heard the presentation by Chris Mosley in our work session earlier today. I'll let Ms. Stegman make her recommendation. We haven't actually sit down and actually just broken this completely down, but I think we're both on the same page when I recommend the smaller deductible, which will be the higher premium. I know what the math says, but I also know Rick Crosland's luck, and I just don't feel comfortable with $100,000 deductible sitting
Goes
there.
right
for
along with
me to
Chickasha
now.
luck. Yeah.
So I know it's a little bit more of a bite out of our budget, but OSIG has been very good to us. I just feel in our best interest right now, sticking with the $25,000 for wind and hail, the higher premium, and we'll evaluate it again next year. We'll see what happens.
I like that plan. If we evaluate again next year, see where we're at.
But for right now, I think that's what we need to do.
I need a motion.
I make a motion to go with Rick's recommendation on the action regarding renewal of liability insurance.
Second.
Second,
Motion by Allen, second by McGill. Any further discussion?
I'd just
Roll
like to
call.
thank our insurance rep for coming today in the work session and filling us in and giving us all the stuff so we had good information, and our admin team for being prepared. And it makes our job easier.
That was excellent information. Yes, that was helpful.
Allen,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes. Item number 10, discussion and possible action regarding recommendation to accept the renewal of lease purchase agreements for fiscal year 22.
I'm going to pitch this one to Ms. Stegman.
Just like our bus leases, our bond issues that we have, and we just have to renew them every year. So these are all the renewals that we have for the upcoming FY 22 year.
Pitney Bowles, is that mail?
That's the mail.
Okay.
Yeah, they have the facilities one, like she said, the bond,
Mm-hmm.
copiers,
Yeah,
all the things.
All those,
all the,
we're leasing copiers, so that means we'll own them after a period of time.
yes.
And
What's the average age on them? Did
I
we?
mean, for those, you lease them, and then by the time it's end of year,
you lease again.
you lease again because
Right.
you've used them all up. So that's kind of a consistent cost that we have within the district.
Right. Are any of them in within that lease though? Like, okay, can upgrade within that?
Like
Is there any?
we paid off our last printers, and so we still have some of those, and we still use them in some of our facilities.
Oh, good.
So yes,
They're not all end of life.
no, they say they are, but we're still using them.
Yeah.
They ain't broke.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you know how printers are.
yeah,
This sort of work most of the time.
yeah.
A few paper jams here and there.
Cross everything.
Let them warm up right, do the test page.
Okay.
I need a motion.
Move to approve item 10 as listed on the agenda.
Second.
I have a motion by McGill, second by Allen. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Allen,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes. Item 11, discussion and possible action regarding secretary job descriptions.
So our goal here was to have a more broad and general job description for the position of secretary. Right now, it's pretty specific in what it is, and it's kind of hindering, especially when you go to try to figure out postings and all that type of stuff. So this just simply, you'll notice in all the duties that's listed, it has site duties, it has district admin duties. It's just a general job description for a secretary position. And then that's all this is here. We're just trying to make it broad so we can post as needed, but we need to have an approved job description.
So I know on here it says contact person is Seth Meyer. Are we gonna update that?
Those I'll update as position titles change and those type things.
Okay.
You're just, all you're doing is the actual job responsibilities, the position,
Okay,
but they'd report to, like, so everyone ultimately in personnel will report to Pam.
right. I
moving
just didn't know
forward.
when we switched
Yeah,
all
no,
that
as
over.
we do that, we'd update it as we post some
Okay.
stuff.
I move to approve the secretary job description.
Second?
Oh, Alan, yes.
I have a
I thought
motion by
Jeff
Cliff,
was-
second
Yes.
by
I thought
Alan.
Kara seconded.
I
didn't say anything.
Robin's
Karen's just
asking,
sitting over
Oh.
there.
I know.
she's asking for
Tricked
the
me, Robin.
second. That's what I thought.
Sounded similar.
Roll call?
Alan,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes. Item number 12, consent agenda.
So
There's a lot of renewals at you in
there are
this.
tons of POAs and renewals.
Mhm.
I got my questions kind of answered earlier, so I'm still waiting to hear back, but I don't have any that are,
Rick, was that on the renewal of the athletic training contract? Did we split that with USAF last year, or is that, was
No,
that
it's the
something
same
else?
thing.
Huh?
No, we didn't.
Okay, that was something else, okay.
We
we
do
share
need to
trainers.
pull
Trainers.
Yeah.
and do you feel that's going pretty good?
12K.
I do have one quick question on the foster care handbook. Were there any changes from last year? Because we really went through it in depth last year. And I glanced and I really did not see anything.
The main thing we did to the handbooks was take off the year
Mhm.
on the front of it and take off like superintendent name, my name, those kind of things, so that unless there's changes, I will bring them back each year.
Okay.
And so that was the main, the Title III, the EL had some changes in it, but I highlighted those for you and we noted them at the beginning.
I saw that.
Mhm. Thank
Foster
you.
care, the only change it had was the cover page.
I didn't see any, that's why I asked. So, good, good deal. So if it doesn't change, we might not have to see that one again for a while. Okay.
I-
That's my goal with it, is just not to bring them back unless there's changes made to them.
I'd
Are we gonna pull 12K?
like to pull
We're-
12K.
Yes, we are gonna pull 12K. It has a,
Large error.
yeah, a name error on it. We're gonna get that corrected and bring it back next month.
So the GCN contract was good price again.
Mhm.
Seems like it was $750 last year. Maybe
Oh,
$700 last year too,
something,
but still a good price for all the training you get with that.
And we're still using it and obviously we're happy with it because we're going back to it.
Yes.
I see that we also are going back to Lexia. Still happy with that.
Yes, we're gonna continue with that.
Good.
We're still working on Renaissance, so that one's not on here yet. We're back with that.
Okay.
There was something where it calculated out the teachers and the administration.
Oh, the
and all that.
TLEs probably.
Okay, the
Oh,
teacher
you
one
have-
was wrong.
It's the teacher, yeah, it's the evaluation one.
Okay.
12N, I believe, is
Uh-huh.
the one you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Everybody else was at the cheaper price, the teachers were at the higher price, so shouldn't they be at the cheaper price too for a member? On that. On the-
The teacher should be on page 2. It says the teacher evaluation, it's $24.75 for members. And they've got 170 times 2750 instead of
Should be the cheaper
24.75.
price for both. For members. every place else it shows the cheaper price, but that one was the higher price, so I wondered if that wasn't a mistake.
It should be a mistake if I remember.
Save us money.
So do we need to pull
So we
that?
need to probably pull,
Let's pull it and we'll,
Okay, we're gonna pull 12 in.
and we'll confirm the pricing.
Okay. Anything else? We did get a very nice explanation and information from Seth about the Zenith
yeah,
insurance, and that was greatly
That was very-
appreciated.
Yep.
saved a lot of
Just want to
questions.
go on record saying it was, I'm sure it was work and effort from him, but it sure
Really
did
good.
make understanding all
Yeah.
of that much easier.
It reflected a lot of work that they had been doing all year.
I move that we approve the consent agenda without the number, without 12K and 12N.
Second?
I have a motion by Cliff, a second by McGill. Any further discussion?
The only discussion I wanted to make note of is that Jennifer is going to check on a cap on purpose of account on large balances. If that's something that should be discussed or looked at, or those large balances, why it's not being spent or fundraising still happening because those children have now left those buildings
Right,
and raised money that they're not benefiting from. So she's going to look into that.
okay, thank you.
And we're also going to add to the form of an auditor line so that our actual custodian is whoever is actually
Managing the account?
managing the account. So we may need to add two more lines, one for the custodian who's managing the account, one for the building administrator, one for the central office who's audited, and then the board. But after all of our discussion of purpose of accounts, the one form in our packet is really nice.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
Compared to 25 pages per purpose of account.
Yeah.
In different forms?
And
Very
different
nice.
Forms and trying to, and
Depending
yeah.
on what version I
So,
had printed in their
We
office.
still have a couple of things to tweak on it, but
Overall,
Yeah, thank you,
fantastic.
overall.
Jennifer.
overall, yes, absolutely. Anything else? We have a motion and a second. We're ready for roll call.
Allen,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes,
Morris.
Yes. Item 13. It just ran away from me.
Me
Discussion
too.
and possible action
Yeah, me
regarding
too.
proposed executive session to
Oh,
discuss employment, hiring, or resignation of individual salaried public officers or employees listed on Exhibit A, Executive Session Authority, Oklahoma State Statutes 25-307B1.
Are we good?
I need a action.
I know, that's what I'm asking. Do we need to go or we
I need a, oh,
kind of feeling everybody?
I'm fine with it. I think we can have we can do a quick one.
Okay. I make a motion to convene into executive session to address 13, or to discuss 13A as listed on the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion by McGill, a second by Allen. Any discussion? Roll call.
Allen,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
We'll be back. Y'all
It was like right, I was just trying to look it
2
up.
days after.
Yeah, it was just like it went up about it.
Really soon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's doing
Because it was just absurd. 'Cause we texted about it, I think. Maybe I just super irritated. How do you still? So that's why.
That was pretty quick.
I'll look. Oh wait, we might have something from the team.
How did I get on the job board?
Not yet.
Is that a message?
I have no clue.
She's on the OSSBA job board.
Maybe Siri sitting there.
I truly don't know how that got there. All right, we're back. to
We're
regular.
not gonna get messages over here. Rick, have you seen the job board?
I promise your job's not posted on it.
Yeah, it was like funny. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The board entered into executive session at 6:31 PM to discuss the hiring, resignations, and retirements of individuals, salaried public officers or employees listed on Exhibit A as authorized by 25 OS Section 307B1. Those present in executive session were Zach McGill, Robin Morse, Kara Gertis, Christy Cliff, Laurie Allen, and Superintendent Rick Crosland. No action was taken by the Board of Education. The board returned to open session at 6:44. Okay. Discussion and action regarding the hiring of individuals listed on Exhibit A.
Make a motion to approve the hiring of individuals listed on Exhibit A.
Second.
We have a motion by McGill, a second by Cliff. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Allen,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes. Item 16. Why is it jumping?
I jumped.
It did.
Yeah, I did too.
A lot.
Discussion and possible action regarding the transfer reassignment workday adjustment for the individuals listed on Exhibit A.
I move that we approve the transfer reassignment workday adjustment for individuals listed on Exhibit A.
A second?
Second.
I have a motion by Cliff, a second by McGill. Roll call, please.
Allen,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes. There it went again.
It's once you.
Item 17, discussion and possible action regarding the resignations of individuals listed on Exhibit A.
I move to approve the resignations of individuals listed on Exhibit A.
Second.
Motion by Cliff, second by Allen. Roll call, please.
Allen,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
There are no retirements.
There are no retirements, so we do not need to do number 18. Goodness gracious. I give up. Come on now. And we are 19, discussion and possible action regarding proposed executive session to discuss the evaluation and employment of the superintendent, executive session authority, Oklahoma statutes Title 25, 307B1.
Move to convene into executive session.
Second. Cliff.
Motion by McGill, second by Cliff. Roll call.
Allen,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Yes.
Should have just left everything back there.
I know.
That's it. I said that.
I know,
Say
we're
that.
such, now get it, no, we're real followers, get your stuff and go back.
He did say that.
Folks, see ya.
All right. We'll be right.
Maybe. Oh.
That was not nice, and I didn't do it.
He lobbed it up to me. What am I supposed to do?
Hey, if you guys want to go ahead and like turn off projectors, raise screens, do all that type of stuff, please feel free to go ahead. And that way, some of that stuff will be done.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Use that remote that Rochelle's using. Yeah, I pointed at each one. Just press these. Yeah. Yes, and you can just, no, the top button, both of them. Just hit it. Yeah, just get, let it go. Get it, let it go. I used to think you had to stand there and help it the whole time, but I watched your down my head, just so I can walk. What else do you have to try to put up?
Yes, or Eric, who's going to come back? Yes.
How are you doing? Good, all right, thank you. Okay.
Let's start.
contract now.
Oh, are they? That was quick.
All right, we got the goals done, we got the evaluation done, and so. All right, I feel better. And it just some of those days you just want to. Woo!
A lot faster than I thought it'd be.
That part did. Well, it's pretty easy when you're just let you.
Whatever. I know better than that. Oh.
So what is Rochelle having for dinner?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
My wife, knowing that tonight was a late night, and knowing that
Okay, Rick,
Yeah. Expect that.
what do I have to approve a new contract, or do we have to specify details in it, or what
Just
do we have
approve
to
the
do?
contract.
Okay, we don't have to say anything about salary.
It's in the contract. You guys,
You can if you want.
You can.
And the bonus for challenges.
Yeah, if you want, or you don't have to. It's up to you.
No, it's up to you. Do you want it, do you want it?
Do you want it now or
the news
later
tomorrow,
when
or
it's-
do you want it to delay that for later?
George isn't here.
I'm fine with whatever. George will read it on the radio anyway.
Yes, he will. So, well, not if I don't say it. That's what I'm saying. You need to deal with that right now?
Is that a Laura question? To have
It really is however
approved
you
and-
guys want to do it, because you can read it in that this is what we're doing, or that we're just, we're,
Regardless, so.
Sure, but I just meant,
You don't have to deal with that all out. Would you rather it just be a contract approval, or are you ready for it to go, get over with?
you know.
Okay.
I'll handle whatever comes my way.
look what he's handled already. I'm not worried about it.
This is a small meeting.
Quit worrying about
Yeah.
that a long time.
The
Like,
last year.
I would love for one person to question, like, you know what he does?
Exactly. I don't have it back on yet. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Fine.
You're fine. You don't,
I was busy asking
do you
questions.
mind?
Nope, I'm there.
I'm on, if you need.
Okay, acknowledge would be, the board entered into executive session at
6:47.
6:47 to discuss hiring, to discuss the evaluation employment of the superintendent, executive session authority, Oklahoma statutes 25, state 25307B1. Those present in executive session were Zach McGill, Robin Morse, Kara Gertis, Christy Cliff, Lori Allen, and Superintendent Rick Crossland. No action was taken by the Board of Education, and they returned to open session at 8 o'clock. Okay, acknowledgement. Item 21, discussion and possible action regarding the superintendent employment. Should we do that? You want to do it? Who do you want to do it?
Yeah, I make a motion that we extend Superintendent Crosland's contract through 2024. So we're adding a year to the contract. As well, we're adjusting his base salary from 140 to 145, and we have also decided as a board to give him a $10,000 bonus as allowed in his contract for all, the 2020-2021 school year, and thank him for all of his hard work, and he and his team for everything they've done for the district to keep our kids in the classroom and move us forward instead of just surviving, or even worse, falling backwards. Go ahead and add stuff.
So motion.
That stuff I missed, team.
Nope, so good. I mean, there were some other legal things that were adjusted in this
Yeah.
contract according to the new state law, things like benefits that are paid and all, but it was all legalities. Those are the big changes. And I have a motion. I need a second.
Second.
I have a motion from McGill, a second from Allen. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Allen,
Yes.
Cliff,
Yes.
Curtis,
Yes.
McGill,
Yes.
Moore.
Yes.
We have to have that.
All right, new business,
No new business.
superintendent's report.
Summer school and summer pride programs are in full swing. We're very grateful to all of our staff members that are working with these programs, from teachers to secretarial, custodial, transportation. We're out there serving kids, and it's just good to have kids in the buildings even during the summer. All administrators attended the Costa Summer Conference and then our own district leadership retreat last week in Norman. It was a great time to connect, collaborate, do some team building, and focus on instructional leadership as we prepare for the 21-22 school year. So, speaking of that, convocation will be held for next school year on Monday, August 9th at 10:30 a.m. It'll be held in the auditorium of the Activity Center. Following this event, we will hold a district-wide picnic that will be hosted by Mid-First Bank to kick off the new school year. Just letting everyone know, we will be closed on Monday, July 5th in observation of Independence Day and the first day of school. We're counting down to Thursday, August the 12th. And thank you very much for your kind words and everything. That's it.
What time did you say convocation started?
10:30 a.m. 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. is our goal.
And then you're gonna do a meal afterwards?
We're gonna have a picnic.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Nice.
Oh.
We're gonna do
Awesome.
some fun stuff as we kick off the school year next year.
nice.
Water balloon fight.
Don't
Good
tip me. Don't tip me. 'cause I have a balloon
I'm-
with Dan Turner's
We're
name
to
on it.
item number 24, motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I second.
A motion, Alan, a second, Cliff. Roll call.
Alan,
Yes.
Cliff. Yes. Jarvis,
Yes.
McGee,
Yes.
Morris.
Yes.
Thank you, folks.
Michelle, do you have